This year's Ontario sired group of 3-year-old trotting fillies was supposed to be Poof She's Gone and everybody else, but that hasn't proven to be the way, as Carl Jamieson here showed the other night at Georgian Downs in the Masters with Cross of Lorraine. It is a very good group of 3-year-old trotting fillies, so Carl, and it seems to be somebody else's jumping up every week. But tell us about your filly. She's the latest, and a very good effort the other night.
Well, my filly just she's a nice filly and stuff. She's a little bit off on her knees and stuff, and that's why I didn't pay her up in the Burlington and Alec Image and stuff. 'Cause I did start paying her up, and then I x-rayed her knees, and I didn't think there was much chance in her staying sound to make it. And unfortunately, she just keeps coming. She's never went lame yet. She's kind of getting better every week. So she's just a nice filly, and like going to make a great broodmare. And at least now she has potential to be a good mare. And she's a nice filly.
You bought her for $50,000 with partners at the Canadian $55,000 at the Canadian Open yearling sale, and Chris Christopher was the breeder. I think there's nothing he would have liked better than taking your check. Why her as opposed to whatever else you could have bought that day?
Well, I don't know. I liked her breeding. I liked her cross and stuff. And I always pick crosses before I pick the horse, and the horse comes second. And if everything goes together, I buy them. I liked her. She was good conformation and a nice big tall filly and stuff. I thought and she had a brother that was that Chris still owns that races preferred all the time. And there's been a few of them on that mare, but I think the colt he had was the best. And this looks like she's the next best on this thing here. But Chris called me this morning. He wanted his Breeders' Awards there, I think.
Absolutely. This filly took a little time from 2 to 3?
Yeah, last year at 2, we raced her a few times. She only made it with 13,000, and she had a little off up front, x-rayed her knees, and had lines in her knees and stuff. So I said, well, we'll turn her out and wait till next year. And we did, and unfortunately, the knees didn't really heal any. On the x-rays, her knees looked as bad as they were at 2. So we just kind of keep going with her and then see what happens, like if she stays sound or if she goes lame. So far, knock on wood, she's been staying sound and keep on going.
It's hardly an easy path for her ahead. It's a long season until we get the super finals. And what's next?
Canadian Breeders is on Friday, this Friday coming. And I don't really like racing her back that close, but I can't do anything about it. The stakes are there, and I think she's on top of her game right now. So I'm going to have to. I'm going to race her on Friday anyway and see what happens. I mean, this is the last Canadian Breeders this year. There's no more after this year, and they go with final for 160. So, like I say, she's on top of her game. I got to take her and hope that she still stays at it.
Right, and just talking about this group of fillies, there seems to be so many of them. It's so deep. Do you think that's going to continue right through the year?
Well, I don't know really why it wouldn't. I mean,
or does it look like somebody could distance themselves?
No, I think Lyle MacArthur has a pretty nice filly there that hasn't won a lot of races, but she's knocking on the door all the time.
It's Emily Hu.
Yeah, Emily Hu, and for the one that Phil Houdon drove the other night there.
I promise not to tell.
Yeah, I think she was second, was she? Yeah, she was second the other night, and she won last week. She had a 2-hole trip. Lyle moved out, went around her, and he set 2, and he just beat her at the wire. There are a couple of good fillies. The Puff She's Gone, or she's a nice filly too. I mean, she's won some big races, but I think I put my filly right on top with all of them. I think she's right at the moment, maybe a notch a little better right now. So.
Well, she certainly looked at it the other night. Anyway, another good investment, and congratulations, and good days ahead.
Yeah, we just got our money back now, so we hope we make some money now.
Okay, this is Harold Howe giving you the Harness Racing Edge with Carl Jamieson.